How did you think about, growing? Because today Nykaa is in fashion. I hear that there is something for men now, and you have your own private labels which are doing well. So how did you go about growing and expanding the business?
I think a lot of, mums' risk-taking and sort of entrepreneurial energy is what has made Nykaa take on some of these new businesses. We started in beauty. The idea was always to be a one-stop shop in beauty. So even I think from business plan days when we were sketching out what does this business look like back in 2012, even then we were very clear that it will have online, it will have offline, it will have some private brands. So that journey, yes, it was always part of the plan. I would say by 2016, 17, she started saying, we've got to try to take on another category, fashion. The customers are asking for it. We have that customer. It's a much larger category. It's 5 to 6 times the size of it. So sort of very principles up thinking that great opportunity, we have the customer base, we should extend, there is a problem to be solved, was sort of her logic. And then since then, we've obviously launched our fashion multi-brand app and platform where we're trying to do a similar playbook to beauty. But since then, we've also built 26 of our own brands. So we don't like to call them private labels, they're our own brands. So that's another part of the business that's developed. Then you've got Nykaa Man, which is our option for men, which we're cultivating at the moment. And then we've got our distribution business, which is our e-distribution business, where we sell to local stores, kiranas, salons, specialty stores, and so forth. So yes, there has been a diversification, but I think it's been sort of thoughtful, it's been adjacent, and it really stems from her idea that we've got to be long-term in nature. We've got to build this business for 10 years out, 20 years out. We've got to have enough growth engines in place.
While beauty and fashion seem like similar business in the sense that they're catering to the same customer, I think they're very different business. The genetic code or a business code of beauty and fashion is very different. And it relies on very different pillars. And in case of fashion, the way it needs to be done online, it needs like marketplace, because inventory risk in fashion may be overwhelming compared to beauty, which we do inventory led. In fashion, we do it, marketplace. Then tapping the inventory of marketplace from one warehouse versus multiple warehouses. Tapping the inventory which may be sitting in the stores, because any fashion brand wants to send the most new stock into the store, not sit on it in the warehouse. Yeah. So tapping that right inventory of new launches. Then also, we wanted to bring international brands and bringing it efficiently through what we call as B2B2C kind of solution that we provided on our app. So a lot of hard work was done on developing the technology to do that well. And I think that is what excites me the most, skill sets.
Yeah.
And then you equip yourself for being worthy in that particular field. And now we see that, like when we're traveling abroad and meeting fashion brand, they all recognize a strong platform that we have, and hence they want to work with us. So I think that is what we get most excited about, that yes, it's a business need that we're trying to fulfill, but we are providing solutions which are like, technology led, very complex and at scale, and hence our offering in that segment becomes very compelling.